I'm so delighted to be with you today, and I know that today promises to be a greater day than yesterday. I count it all joy to be in your space and in your presence now, and I know that whatever you are going to withdraw today from the wisdom bank, you will add it to your account in the wisdom you already have. I want to say something. But before I go into what I have to tell you today, I am Apostle Newton Okeokpaenwoyi Osabonye Igariba. I want to make it known to us. There are so many illustrations within my YouTube channel, and you will do well. It will be very okay for you to go there and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you are able to watch and hear some of those wisdom bank that is already there. But straight away to what we have, I want to tell us also that Jesus Christ was someone that was able to, in his dealings on earth, able to make the scriptures as easy as possible. He used illustrations, parables, and stories, and he made the scriptures to be very easy for me and you to see. And if you look at it, there's no need for those deep theological illustrations. He just made it easy. And in one of such illustration, he used the story of the sower that went out to sow seed. In some Bible versions, it said a farmer. A certain farmer went out to sow seed. And as he sowed the seed, Jesus was trying to illustrate to us the duty of the farmer. But if you look at if you take a holistic view about this particular illustration, you discover that there were four things that were involved in this explanation. One was the farmer. Two, it was the seed. Three, the land. And four, the outcome. So we could see that the farmer was one. In all cases, it was one. It was okay. There was nothing wrong with the farmer. The seed he was sowing was also one. The seed was okay. There was nothing wrong with the seed. But the land varies. Because the land varies, the outcome now varied. What does this illustration show us? It showed to us that even if you are a man and a wife, you have a family, your seed is that which you and your family has incubated. And after that, your children are affected. Your children are the outcome. And your children are now affected not because of the farmer, not because of the seed, but they are affected because of the land. And one shocking, heart-moving statement there said, and some of the seed fell among thorns. Now, that is brutal. Some of the seed fell among thorns. Of course, some fell by the wayside. And do not forget, some fell on good ground. But I am talking that some of the seed fell among thorns. When God was giving me a deeper meaning to this, I saw it and it moved my heart. And I said, I will share it with you. You come to understand that all the children you give birth to, the same father, the same mother, the same body used to give birth to all of them. But all your children do not behave the same. They do not come out the same. Their behavior are different. Things are different. Why? Because the environment with which you sow that seed, that environment had an effect on the outcome of the children. When I was far much younger than this, there was one movie I watched. It's called Duke and Duke. It was acted by Eddie Murphy. There, the writer was wanting to show, and he proved it beyond a reasonable doubt, that the outcome of a man has something to do with the environment. There's environmental demons, there's environmental influence. There are things, and that is why the Bible keeps on saying, you must continue to pray. Cease not to pray always. You give birth to children, yes, but you must pray for them because the environment with which they exist has an influence on them. If you must defend and cover them so that they come out well, so that they bear fruit in hundredfold, in good fruits for you, you must discover that you have to guide them in prayers. You must grow them in the way of the Lord. You see, you must grow them in the way of the Lord. He said the land, there was in the book, Moses went send out spies. Say, go and view the land with which you are going. Of course, God told them, I'm going to send you to a land flowing with milk and honey. Yes, the land was flowing with milk and honey. But he said, go and spy out the land. And what was the report of these people? You discover that the report of these people said in Numbers 13:32, he said, the land is good, but the land we saw eats its own inhabitants. It means it was the land. There was something within the land that is capable of eating the inhabitants thereof, turning their life upside down. You see everywhere there is what we call homosexuality, lesbianism everywhere. There's occult practices, there are Yahoo practices, there are evil sacrifices. It is the land. There is something in the land that is capable of altering the outcome of the seed that you put there. So in most cases, you should be able to watch over this child. Watch over the child jealously, because there is a land you must in the book of Ezekiel 36:13, he said, the land devours inhabitants. It is the land. So you must continue to pray. There are some families you go to, which is also a scope of the land. There are some family you give birth to children to. Some families are different from some families. You give birth to some family, they don't stay long. Some family they don't get old in that family. It is the land. It is the land. It is the land. I know of a sister that was going to marry a young man. The man was good, well educated, endowed, but the sister looked at him and said, I can marry you. I love you as a person. But I've looked into your family and discovered that I cannot bear children in this kind of family, because this family is a family that can eat his inhabitants. So you must know, if you give birth to some parts in these children in a part of this world, the things are common with them, like lesbian and homosexuality is common there. But in this part of the world, it's not common. So you must at every time be careful. Be careful. Look at your land. Look at the land and pray for the land. Pray for your children continually. And you as a person, pray so that the influence of the land does not take you over. I know some people grew up in the generations where idol worshiping were predominant, but some of us come from the second or third generation of Christians. But those that came from the first generation, they know what I'm talking about. Where sacrifice and fighting evil and power of darkness was predominant. But now, I thank God that some of us have fathers that were Christians. So we had an advantage over them themselves. So I tell you the truth. God will continue to watch over your seed, watch over your children. The thorns in the land will not harm them. I tell you the truth. The thorns in the land. So even some of the children that fall by the wayside, the birds of the air came to pick them. The birds of the air cannot pick your children. That is what I'm telling you. And I've come to you today and I'm praying for all your seed. They will come out well. They will come out blessed. And the Almighty God will have a great deal with them. You are welcome to Wisdom Bank. There is more for you to get. Always tune in and remain blessed. God bless you. Thank you very much.